Hello friends, hoping you are doing great. As always, based on your comments and mails, we are going to choose today's topic, how HashSet works internally. I will go through all the details, all the fine points, and explain each and everything bit by bit in detail. Let's start now. So, what is HashSet? It is a special collection, contains unique elements and doesn't allow duplication. HashSet extends abstract set and implements the set interface. It uses a hash table for storing data internally and works on hashing principle. If you have any confusion in hashing principle, you can refer my earlier tutorials. You'll find all the details. So what is internal implementation of the hash set? Now, what happens internally when we pass duplicate elements in the add method of the set object, it will return false. And don't add to the hash set as the element is already present. Question arises that how it checks whether element is duplicate or unique. When you open the hash set implementation of the add method in Java API, that is java.util.package, java.util package, you will find the following code in it. You can see here public class HashSet extends abstract set, implements set, clonable and serializable. And here we are creating object of HashSet. It internally creates object of HashMap. So we are achieving uniqueness in set internally in Java through HashMap. Whenever we create an object of HashSet, it will create an object of HashMap. As we know in HashMap, each key is unique. So what we do in the set is that we pass the argument in the add method as a key in the hash map. Now we need to associate some value object with the key. So what Java does, Java API did, is to pass the dummy object as a value for this key. So actually when we are adding a line in hash set, like suppose hash set that add 3, what Java does internally is that it will put that element 3 as a key and will associate a dummy object as a value. Now if you see the code of the hash map, hash set add method, you will find it internally implemented as map.put. We can see here element is passed as key and dummy object is present as a by name present is passed here. So the main point to notice in our code is that if map.put key value returns null, it means add method will return true and element will be get added to hash set. If it returns old value of the key, then add method will return false and element will not be added to hash set. Let's go through sample exercises to understand the concept well. So let's go to Eclipse and we'll check it out. Here again I am referring earlier class with some modification. We have two classes here, employee and second is equals, and I didn't change the name. So there is separate class having main method through which we are calling. In employee class there are three parameters: employee ID, name, phone number. We are creating setter getter here, and we have created a constructor with three parameters: employee ID, name, and phone number. We are passing there. In main class we are creating two objects of employee class with same value: employee ID as 1, name as key, and phone number as 9910311851. Here again I am comparing both the object, and here we have created collection of set. We are adding two employee object in that set, and here we are printing size of the set. Let it execute and find the result. Here we can see, because set also works on hashing principle, so it is mandatory to override equals and hash code both in employee class here. So we will go step by step. Here we can see false, both are not same, because we have not overridden equals method, so by default they are comparing references and both the references are different. That's why it is returning as false. And when we are adding two employee object, again we are not overridden equals and hash code, so it is returning default implementation, and both the objects are getting added here, and we are seeing size as 2. Now come to employee.java class here and let it uncomment. Save it, again execute and see the result. Here we can see now, as we have overridden equals method, if both the objects ID, name and phone number are same, then it will return true. So here ID, name and phone number are same, so it is returning true. But again, when we are adding both the object in set, it is internally creating HashMap object, and employee 1 is passing as key, employee 2 is passing as key, and hash code method is being called in on both the keys. As we have not overridden hash code method, so for both the keys hash code will be different, so both the objects will be get added. Now to make it properly work, we need to uncomment hash code method as well. Save it, run it, and let's execute and see the result. If you are finding any difficulty in overriding the hash code method, then let it be overridden through Eclipse ID or whatever the ID you are using. Almost they do very efficient overriding of equals and hash code methods. And come to in main class and execute it. Here we have overridden equals method, so it is returning as true based on content. Here when I am adding imply one object, so what is happening in the background, it is creating HashMap object where imply one is being passed as key, and one dummy object is being associated with that as a value. So add method internally calling put method with imply one as a key and dummy object as a value. So first time it returns null, add method will be returned as true, so first object will be get added here. When we will add imply 2, again in backend HashMap will add one dummy value with imply 2 key and put method will be get called. That will return old value. So add method will return as false. So second object will be get discarded. So here when we are printing the size of the set, we are finding here 1. So that's all for today. Please keep on writing your comments and queries and following me on FB, Twitter to get latest updates. See you soon. Bye.